Hi, you're watching AniVerse English. As the battle rages on between the gods and the evil deities of the void, the world witnesses the fall of divine beings. Who will safeguard humanity in the days to come? Amidst 9 cycles of reincarnation, the gods make a solemn sacrifice of their flesh and blood, erecting the final barrier for humanity. By channeling their divine essence, they initiate the grandest and most perilous trial yet. Those fortunate enough to earn the right to partake in this trial are dubbed the inheritors. Welcome to the realm of gods, where new deities undergo their trial. This time, complete the trial and ascend to become the new gods of the world. Inheritors must conquer various god bosses, acquiring divine powers that align with their professions. Joining forces with the gods of the previous era, unify all divine strengths to vanquish the evil void deities. Mortals, deemed worthy, stand to confront the power of the void and aid in restoring the gods' former glory. Can the glory of the gods truly be reinstated? Inheritors. Utter fools. Foolish, 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 foolish. What do your awakened bodies possess? Are they truly powerful, or are they divine? So annoying. Inheritors? What is that? What does it truly mean? We've trained for countless days and nights, experienced countless dangerous battles, and climbed up again and again. They aren't something the so-called gods can steal away. Contempt for the gods. On the surface of an unknown planet near the sea, 2 gods stood having a conversation. The one with red hair was Xiang Feng, who said, "I never thought that even we, who once thought ourselves invincible, would face such a destitute day. After this battle, everything should come to an end." Beside him stood the ruler of light, Xiang, who wondered, "But will we win this battle?" As they watched, the moon slowly became engulfed in darkness. At that moment, another figure approached from behind, the king of rulers, Odin. He said, while approaching, "It's not over until the final moment. We must believe in them." Another god, the moral lord Laozi, informed them, "The 9 revolutions great formation is about to be completed. This is our last chance." But, unfortunately, at that moment, a void opened in the sky, and a figure dropped from it, crashing directly into the surface. Xiang shouted, "Yang Jian." The figure that dropped was Yang Jian from Langshan. With multiple injuries and blood on his body, he said, "I couldn't hold it back. It's here." In the next moment, a demonic tail appeared and pierced through the stomach of Xiang. Blood spewed from her mouth, and she died instantly. China. Both of them frowned. Slowly, the demonic entity's whole body emerged, and it declared, "Lowly vermin." It was the son of the black mist Gatoya. He shouted, "Die," as his multiple tails attacked them. Some of the tails also attempted to break Laozi's shield. Laozi shouted, "Hold it back. You worthless scum from the outer realms, get off Earth." Suddenly, at that moment, a powerful sphere pierced the tail of the son of the black mist Gatoya. It was Odin's sphere, the king of rulers. He shouted, "You worthless scum from the outer realms, get off Earth." Then, Xiang transformed into a dragon. In the next moment, he spewed a huge river of flames from his mouth. However, Xiang appeared minuscule in front of the son of the black mist Gatoya, but the lava flame was still immensely powerful. Meanwhile, the king of rulers, Odin, charged with his sphere. Unfortunately, he was shot back by Gatoya's son. Odin cautioned, "Careful, it's not over yet." But before he could finish, the demonic tail pierced through his heart. Gatoya's son declared, "No, it's over. This is the fate of all who oppose us." Laughing as he fell, Odin proclaimed, "Ha ha ha. The era of rulers has ended. Now, you're just a bunch of pitiful creatures." He was then smashed into the surface. Despite his injuries, he continued, "So what if it's the twilight of the rulers? We may be silent for now, but there will be a new sun rising." Finally, it has come. The demonic tails attacked Laozi once more. However, Laozi completed his process, ascension. Rise, formation. The old rulers fall, and the new rulers will rise. As long as Earth exists, humanity persists, and the rulers are reborn at that moment. The successors will eventually restore the glory of the rulers. Lantern Festival Classroom. Lesson 1. 9 Revolutions Great Formation. At the core of the formation lies the condensed divine power of Xiang, the ruler of the sun. Its appearance is crafted from a specific metal from the star realm, imbued with the power of time regression. Modified by the true person of Tai, the range of regression expands to encompass the entire planet. On a large screen displayed on a building, Ruler's Realm is revealed as a real-life competitive game, boasting countless precious treasures and thrilling adventure battles. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, the game's most fascinating aspect is the hidden path to rulership along the journey to victory, attracting outstanding players from all walks of life. We sincerely provide every player with the most wonderful upgrade experience. Come play Ruler's Realm, and you could be the next inheritor of divine power. Several pupils gathered below the building. One of them laughed and said, "Ha ha ha. After 10 years, I finally mastered the magic of the radiant moon." Another informed me, a level 50 magic arrow controller has been discovered. Please proceed with immediate recycling. Upon hearing that, a disgruntled man exclaimed, "Oh no. Another one has gone mad. Spend decades awakening talents to enter the game, then spend another decade or so to control the elements in the real world." Then with a bang, he died. The figure in front of him asked, "What's so good about this broken game? Aren't the players just working stiffs?" The bald man replied, "You can't say that. Players can not only obtain various items and treasures in the game, but also possess supernatural abilities." The person in front of him, repairing a gadget, was named Xiang Feng. The bald man whispered, "Most importantly, everything you obtain can be used in real life." On the other side of the road, police officers arrested a psychopath. According to the foreign regulations of Ruler's Realm, your spirit has been severely polluted, and you will undergo a stripping surgery for treatment. The psychopath shouted, "Let me go. I am a noble inheritor. You are blaspheming the ruler. Blasphemy." Xiang Feng saw him and sneered, "Another one gone mad." The bald man said, "The higher the game level, the higher the social status. Those without gifts are isolated and can only become the bottom of society, sharing the least social resources." Xiang Feng gritted his teeth. "Yes, yes, yes. If you don't shut up, the bottom of society will raise the price on you." The bald man continued, "Although I am a gifted one, you know, middle-aged men are the real bottom of society." Xiang Feng asked, "TSK. So when will this most expensive gifted one settle the bill?" The bald man grabbed his gadget and replied, "Ha ha ha. Next time. After I finish the task in Spider Nest 6 at the end of the month, I'll pay you." In the next moment, he opened the system through the gadget. Multiple options were displayed on it. He chose the option with the medicine. Then, he took out a medicine pill from it, and within the next second, he healed his fractured arm through that medicine and broke the plaster. "Thanks for today. I now feel full of power. Wait until I pass that level and get the money. I will treat you to a meal." Xiang Feng replied, all right. Let's talk about it at the end of the month if you're still alive." The bald man said, "I will continue to help you find the person you were looking for." Xiang Feng didn't say anything more as he was truly focused on finding that person. "Thanks." Later that day, he was heading home, thinking, "Old G, oh old G, what I have to do to find you." As he moved forward to open the door, suddenly, his attention shifted to the parcel near the door. "HM? A delivery for me." He instantly opened it, thinking, could it be that I won the lottery last time? Inside the parcel, there was a pendant. Xiang Feng seemed dissatisfied. "What is this?" Suddenly, at that moment, a voice came from the upper floor. "You still know how to come back." It was his landlady, Aunt Rue, who shouted, "How long has it been since you paid the rent? If I don't see the money in 3 days, you're out." Being on the lower hand, Xiang Feng replied with a little smile, "Ha, I'll pay today, but do you accept installments?" As he was speaking, suddenly, his eyes widened as a pendant he was wearing started glowing. In the next moment, it burst. What the heck? Something alive. He struggled as the aura from the pendant grabbed his neck. Witnessing that, Aunt Rue frowned. Oh, why did he suddenly roll his eyes? Did he also get that crazy disease? The aura from the pendant inflicted immense pain on Xiang Feng. As slowly the aura disappeared, the pendant reshaped to its original form, and scars on his neck remained, looking painfully. Xiang Feng somehow managed to stabilize himself and pondered, what the hell is this thing? It scared me to death. At that moment, Aunt Rue arrived and said, Xiaoji, set things up. Don't be scared. Xiang Feng denied with a smile, no problem. Unexpectedly, Aunt Rue's head was torn off from his body, and blood spewed everywhere. You fucking people, nowadays. As Aunt Rue's body fell to the ground, Xiang Feng trembled. It was a scary monster who shouted, "All here. They're all here." At that crucial moment, a system panel appeared in front of Xiang Feng. "Congratulations on becoming a player in Ruler's Realm. Now, please complete your initial challenge." Xiang Feng's eyes widened as he wondered, "What? I have become a player in Ruler's Realm." The memories of his childhood flashed in his mind, where he was repairing a gadget. The compass mechanism is solely responsible for directing the movement of valuable artifacts within the power framework. How does this glass bead achieve such wondrous functions? In the next moments, his father, Old G, arrived. "Son, I'm back. I picked up a lot of items in the dungeon this time. You can play with them again." Being too happy, he picked Xiang Feng up in the air, swinging around and playing. That was my final memory of my dad at home. After that day, he disappeared. The police informed me there were no records of his game activity. My father just disappeared. I thought that the key to Old G's disappearance lies in the game, so I decided to become a player. Unfortunately, the system denied me, saying, "Apologies, you are currently unable to awaken your talent. You are unable to start the game." From that point, I accepted the fact that Old G would never come back. The system continued to display multiple times, "Apologies, you are currently unable to awaken your talent. You are unable to start the game." A burning passion for something unknown drives me forward. But suddenly, the system prompted, "Congratulations on becoming a player." Only at this moment did I realize my intense passion was to be a player. Ding Ding dungeon types are categorized by participant count in solo and group, and by gameplay into puzzle solving, combat, narrative roleplay, challenges, and competitive modes. While most dungeons are static, a few are dynamic and they might even evolve due to the influence of certain players. Ding ding. The system urged me to start the game. But at that moment, the monster shouted, "You're dead." With that said, he slashed the word. Xiang Feng somehow dodged his attack, but a piece of rock came and collided with his face. He frowned. What? What is this?" The monster made an energetic strike, which shattered the whole area in an instant. Xiang Feng struggled and wondered, how is this guy so strong? Didn't they say that the new player pass rate is between 58% and 64%? I can't perish upon arrival. The game appears to have a mortality limit. He flew back, and blood spewed from his mouth. Suddenly, at that moment, the pendant that he was wearing transformed into a sword. Xiang Feng wondered, what is this? The system prompted, you have obtained a new weapon. You can choose its primary attributes. He couldn't even react to it, and the monster approached again with his powerful axe. Xiang Feng blocked the attack with his sword. However, the monster's attack was so powerful that Xiang Feng couldn't bear it for a long moment. The system prompted, current health is low. Please choose a healing item. Xiang Feng pondered, after much struggle to become a player, I cannot succumb here. Despite being heavily injured, Xiang Feng put all of his strength into it. Suddenly, at that moment, a healing spell surged over him. Xiang Feng was shocked. What is this? Someone is healing me. As the other players arrived, he shouted, thank you. One of the players urged, quick, while this kid is taking damage from the boss, let's take it down. Upon hearing that, Xiang Feng frowned, damn you. The player moved forward and started shooting with his weapon. Then he urged his companions, Xiaowu, Laoji, use A-type combat mode. Xiaowu used her skill, Water Bullet. Laoji used Ice Star. The three attacked the monster simultaneously. After a moment, it could be seen there was no damage to the monster. Upon witnessing that, Xiang Feng's eyes widened. Did my eyes deceive me just now? The moment this big guy was attacked, the flames turned into a spray of water. The player also frowned. How? How is that possible? Water magic attacks on the giant spirit should cause double damage. Why is this not going as expected? Then, all of them instantly backed off, saying, we were careless. This is no ordinary giant spirit. We need to get out of here. As the monster saw them retreating, his mouth curled up, Jia Jia. Don't overestimate your capabilities. With that said, he leaned his axe back and then threw it at them. The axe instantly killed them. Their dead bodies fell at Xiang Feng's feet. Now, as he was the only one left, his mouth curled up. This newbie boss's regular attacks are useless. If that's the case, he grabbed his sword and charged forward, thinking, all we can do is fight. He dodged the monster's multiple attacks and continued moving fearlessly, thinking, although the gameplay strategy one guessed has never been proven, I can only give it a shot now. He shouted, "Hey, big guy, is swinging an axe all you can do?" After hearing that, the monster burst with and released dragon flames, saying, "Since you like jumping around so much, let's give you a taste of death's pursuit." One of the dragon flames injured Xiang Feng's shoulder, and he pondered, "My body is going numb. I can barely feel the pain anymore. Just like this. I'll keep going. Keep going for a little while longer. Until the opportunity comes." After a certain moment, blood dripped from his body, and he was heavily injured. In the next moment, the monster's eyes widened, and he raised his arms, emanating a huge and powerful lava flame. Xiang Feng observed him and pondered, "Here it comes." As the fireball rushed towards him, he stood undeterred and raised his sword. Someone on the ruler's Realme forum once proposed a dual attribute transformation theory. If you can reflect the attack at the moment it switches attributes. With that thought, he stood still, his hand and veins almost about to explode. Even a newbie could kill a boss without taking any damage. Now is the time. With a powerful strike, he threw the fireball back towards the monster, and it pierced through its stomach. In the next moment, it burst, causing a huge explosion. Emerging from the smoke, Xiang Feng walked out, pondering, "I must thank the person who came up with this theory. Idea. King." With those words, he fell unconscious on the ground. The system prompted, "Congratulations to player Xiang Feng for achieving the first kill of the Lice Flame Giant Spirit, passing the newbie trial and achieving the 1 in 10,000 achievement." From a distance, a figure observed him and exclaimed, "TSK. I was just a step too slow, allowing you to become a player." Xiang Feng. In the ruler's Realme, reflecting attacks is a high-risk, high-reward action. By using defensive weapons or melee weapons, you can perfectly reflect the damage when the boss launches a special attack. In the ruler's Realme, the bosses that can be attacked with this reflection are all mechanical bosses. Later, at Xiang Feng's home. As his eyes opened, he pondered, "This is my home. I have returned alive from the realm of the gods." At that moment, the system prompted, "Congratulations on completing the S-rank newcomer dungeon, Water Flame Giant Spirit God. Rewards will be distributed soon. Please check them." Ice Flame Armor X1. Solo Boss Completion Experience Reward X 5000. Flamestone X2. Water Spirit Stone X2. Claim it with joy. Xiang Feng scratched his head and remarked, "The rewards are quite generous. No wonder I almost got beaten to death by the boss." Then he clicked to claim. Another screen appeared, stating, "Next, please test your talent type." As he clicked on it, he was transported. The system informed, "The Realm of the Gods has a total of 7 classes, and each class can choose specific divine powers based on the player's leveling direction once they reach level 50. Please activate your class at the corresponding divine tree." Xiang Feng was amazed upon witnessing this, and he pondered, "I wonder what class it will be?" As he stepped forward, information on different classes was displayed. Harvester masters the power of death and reincarnation, capable of summoning dark undead and has 100% resistance to dark elements. Divine Warrior masters the power of courage and storms, possessing strong damage and vitality. Passive state, Berserk. Saint masters the power of rules and order, capable of manipulating the time and space of enemies. Elemental Mage masters the power of earth and nature, with powerful natural elements and 3 major talent branches. Possesses the most diverse class skills. Propagator masters the power of chaos and blessing, with innate attributes of spreading disaster and blessing, possessing the widest range of area of effect attack skills. As there were too many options, Xiang Feng became confused. They all seem powerful. It's difficult to choose. Administrator masters the power of knowledge and wisdom, transforming acquired and interpreted hidden knowledge into the optimal way to level up in the game. Spirit Chantress masters the power of manipulation and desire, possessing strong spiritual abilities to control or modify the minds of enemies. None of them can be selected? What's going on? Is the game experience over? Or did the developers have nothing better to do than make me do grunt work? Suddenly, his attention shifted to a void, from which a scroll emerged. The panel displayed, Open. Claim. As he clicked on it, the scroll flashed and transformed into a heavenly tree. The system prompted, Congratulations, you have obtained the unique S-rank hidden class, Primordial Being. Attributes, unknown. Skills, 0. Talent skills, 0. Elemental affinity, none. Level, 3. Divine inheritance affinity, 100%, class skill learning. Ability, 100%. Elemental capacity, 100%. Initial skill, divine skill replication. Xiang Feng wondered, Primordial Being? Is this class even in the game? Suddenly, his eyes widened. Ouch. Something is boiling inside my body. After a few moments, he opened his eyes and looked around, wondering, where am I? Where is this? Is this part of the class activation process too? As he was looking around, his attention shifted above him as a huge aura gathered in one place. And with that aura, an eye emerged and said, You have received our inheritance. You must act as the agent of heaven, protecting this vast world. Xiang Feng was shocked and wondered, I have received your inheritance? Who are you? Suddenly, that eye turned red, and lightning emerged from it. And then, a huge spiritual force slammed into Xiang Feng's body. His eyes trembled upon impact, and he screamed with pain. The eye shrank and said, Remember, this is your final chance. With that, he was transmitted back into his room. He grabbed his head and said, What were those things just now? No, this definitely isn't the process of class awakening. Then, he searched on the internet, thinking, how did Realm of the Gods originally come into existence? Could its incredible power truly originate from divine forces? He visited the Realm of the Gods online, official world forum. Then he thought back about that single eye. Perhaps it is beyond my comprehension. He continued his research. Day turned into night. No. How can there be nothing? How can there not even be a single word? Calm down, Xiang Feng. Think carefully about how you entered the game from the beginning. At that time, it felt like something entered my body, and then I entered the game. I also obtained that weapon from here. What is its origin? Right. The delivery box. Then, he looked everywhere, even rummaging through the trash bin. It stinks. I found it. There's indeed something here. At that moment, Aunt Rue arrived and asked, Gee, what are you doing over there? He didn't listen. Then she shouted, Gee, go to hell. Gee, are you having another episode? Xiang Feng replied, It's Aunt Rue. I'm fine, haha, as long as you're okay. I'll leave now, haha. With that said, he departed. Later, when he opened the letter, it was written, Son, this is a gift for you. What is G up to, after all? At that moment, the system prompted, Matching for multiplayer strategy dungeon. Would you like to participate? Xiang Feng confirmed it, thinking, since I couldn't find any information, I'll have to explore the game. System prompt. Welcome to the multiplayer newcomer strategy dungeon, Day/Night Wanderer. Be cautious at all times. Newcomer protection has expired. The Day/Night Wanderer will take away your true life.